Zi Wei Dou Shu is about layers, lifetime, 10-year, and 1-year fortunes. Your parents' temperaments and thinking have a big influence. I couldn't move much in the first half, but in the second half, I'm moving a lot, both mentally and physically.
Akiko-sensei,
Yes.
please teach us many things again today.
Sure.
Today's theme is
Yes.
about Zi Wei Dou Shu.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about, Zi Wei Dou Shu, which is said to be the strongest fortune-telling.
Yes.
And among those, there's no other teacher who teaches Zi Wei Dou Shu using this many stars. So Akiko-sensei, you are a Zi Wei Dou Shu master.
No, I'm not a master yet.
Even so, since it's different for every single person, it might be difficult to give advice saying Zi Wei Dou Shu is exactly like this. But even so, you have something you can talk to us about today.
That's right. As for why I thought I'd talk about that, it's because someone.
Yes.
Well, there is someone who does mindset blocks. He said something interesting. And I thought, oh, isn't this the same as the Zi Wei Dou Shu way of thinking?
Yes.
So I thought, oh, this is something I can talk about to everyone, and that's what I'd like to discuss.
Yes.
Regarding Zi Wei Dou Shu, is it okay if I just start with the basics? The stars, in terms of lifetime fortune, a whole bunch of stars appear, right? And the placement of those stars never changes.
Just like your birth date and time are fixed. All the stars at that time are already decided.
The stars are already set, so they don't move at all. Well, of course, some stars do move, but what changes is what we call the life palace, an important part that represents yourself, and it shifts like this. There are 12 palaces. So, it's like the 12 zodiac signs in Western astrology. For example, even if the life palace is initially in the palace of the tiger, it moves to the palace of the ox, or the palace of the rabbit, and so on.
Oh, so even for the same person, it changes every year.
It changes every year, and the 10-year fortune changes too.
That's a complex way to change.
It's complex. That's why we consider layers in Zi Wei Dou Shu.
Wow.
In other words, even in Feng Shui, a house's birthday doesn't change, right?
Right.
But it changes every 20 years.
We're in the 9th period now.
It was the 8th period until recently.
Right.
And what happens during the 9th period, and so on. And then, within that 9th period, we look at it year by year, so there are layers again.
I see.
Zi Wei Dou Shu also has layers. Lifetime fortune, 10-year fortune, and 1-year fortune.
Uh-huh.
And in that lifetime fortune, what the person said was, there's a parental axis and a time axis.
Parental axis.
Yes.
The axis of the parents. Right.
Well, it's like a vertical and horizontal axis. When we talked about how things change based on the parental and time axes, Zi Wei Dou Shu actually has a similar concept. In Zi Wei Dou Shu, we call them innate fortune and acquired fortune.
I see.
Pre-heaven, post-heaven. Pre means before heaven, which is the innate fortune.
Something you're born with.
Right. It's what you already have at birth, like a person's.
Uh-huh.
Nature.
Right.
Personality.
Okay, I see.
What else? Their mission or purpose. It's all already decided at that point.
Oh, wow.
Even the challenges are all laid out.
Right. What will the issues be?
That's innate luck, so the influence of your parents is actually quite significant.
So, you're shaped by your parents.
Exactly. If parents always say, don't do that, and scold you, telling you do this, you'll shrink back, and some people just stay on the tracks their parents laid out forever.
I see. So even the personality shaped by that upbringing is included in innate look. Is that it?
Yes, of course it is.
Oh, I see.
So even at school, formal education often fails to nurture a person's, natural talents, right?
That's true.
It's like a military drill in Japan, and probably China too, all of Asia really. Which means, even if a child has these talents, education can be a bit too rigid and formal,
So you mean like being raised in a restrictive environment despite having a free spirit?
But before school, it's your parents, right? They're your whole world. You're completely dependent on them. You can't do anything alone. So, your parents' dispositions and their way of thinking must have had a huge impact.
That's true. Though of course there's the personality you're born with too.
I think that's what he meant, by the parental axis.
Got it.
Things you already have, like your interests. Someone who wants to live freely has probably been that way since childhood. That part likely never changes.
Right.
That is innate luck. But innate luck starts out dominant, filling everything up, and then it gradually declines. Meanwhile, acquired luck, which starts at almost zero, begins to rise. So, what is acquired luck? It's things like your career. Since you decide for yourself, it's the friends you keep, your environment, your workplace, where you live, and who you marry. Your choices make a huge difference.
That's true.
As that happens, it gradually becomes stronger. And eventually, they intersect like this. That intersection point for us is usually around age 35.
35.
35. So it's said that things change significantly around age 35.
So for everyone, a turning point comes around 35.
Something like, your true self emerges. We're hardly influenced by our parents now, right? Which means we should be living as our authentic selves.
Innate luck is the talent you're born with.
Right.
And since parents raise you without knowing that talent,
Exactly.
I thought that would actually fall under acquired luck.
It's the opposite.
It's the other way around.
Yes. Innate luck is what's influenced by your parents.
Is that so?
Yes. So there must be things you've picked up from your parents' ideas and habits that are still with you today.
Later on, acquired luck.
Acquired luck starts to get stronger.
Is that because the influence of your parents fades?
It's gone and you make your own decisions now.
So you can become more of your true, original self?
But that doesn't mean your innate luck disappears. If we use soup as an analogy, it's like mixing various ingredients and spices into the soup.
It gets diluted, but it never truly goes away.
It gets diluted, but your basic nature doesn't change, right? People who want to live freely will always want to be free. It doesn't disappear, but acquired luck becomes more dominant.
I see. Like a tonkatsu, rich pork-based broth won't ever become a salt-based one.
Exactly like that.
I'm not quite sure, but
Well, looking at Fujipi's chart just now.
I'm 49 years old right now, but
Overall, looking at your life fortune, in the first half of your life, until 35, you took a very safe path, a low-risk route.
I married early and just kept working as a salaryman.
Right? So it feels a bit heavy in a sense. Instead of calling it heavy, a better way to put it is the safe path. That's the impression I get.
That's true. I mean, I really love freedom, but
even though you love freedom, it feels like you couldn't be free.
yeah, thinking that family and work are just supposed to be a certain way.
Like a free spirit who just couldn't really take any action or make a move.
True, that might have been the case.
But after 36, you've actually been quite free and really active, as this chart shows.
True, I went independent after 40 and all that. And yeah, compared to back then, I'm incredibly free now.
Incredibly free, but your marriage is quite restrictive.
In that sense, I'm tied down by my wife.
That shows up as being unable to move freely.
Oh, I see.
Something like that.
I see.
I can see you've been active, especially in these last 10 years. Maybe starting about 5 years ago?
Right. Work's been going really well for about 5 years now.
But your married life is quite restrictive.
I've got a GPS tracker on me.
I can see that. And things will change significantly in another 5 years.
I see, so there's a 10-year cycle. It's like this for 10 years, but then it changes again.
You couldn't move in the first half of your life, but in the second half, you're very active in mind and body.
I see. So looking at life fortune, many people see a big change around age 35. So even people who felt life was hard until 35 have a chance to change in the second half?
Absolutely.
Innate luck involves parents and things you're born with. So you can't go back and change that. But how do you go about changing acquired luck?
As for how it goes, well, some people keep moving their whole lives, of course.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Conversely, some individuals who are constantly in motion early on tend to settle down considerably after 35. There are various patterns.
Right.
But ultimately, what you learn most here is your mission, what you can do to live authentically, what categories suit you best, and where your problems lie. By knowing these things, even if it's a problem, you can flip it and turn it into something positive with the right mindset.
I see. So something you thought was a weak point could actually become a strength.
Exactly. For instance, there was someone who originally couldn't take money. Well, couldn't take sounds odd. It's more like they couldn't receive it, or they'd just think, this is enough. For example, they weren't born under a star that naturally attracts money.
Oh, really?
Things go well, but because they go well, they don't put in the effort. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? Anyway, they just can't charge for it. For example, they could charge 10,000 yen an hour, but they feel bad and only ask for 3,000. That's the type.
I see.
But conversely, by knowing that, since you know you can't charge money, you just have to think about how you can. Once you realize you're someone who can't charge well, then you just need to shift your focus to, how can I make it so I can charge?
So you're saying someone can be born under a star where they're just naturally unable to earn?
Yes, of course.
I see. And cannot be changed?
Once you recognize it as your own issue, if you decide, but I still want money, then it's just a matter of thinking about how to turn things into money.
Can you actually change that?
You can. Look at ways to get money coming in. If you like staying home, maybe create business trips. To get money, you might need to go out more. You can't know without checking the stars.
So there's a specific way for each person to earn an income that suits them.
Exactly. Instead of just saying, money doesn't come to me, you acknowledge it and then just think about what to do.
And do the solutions or countermeasures for that all come out through Zi Wei Dou Shu?
It all comes out, yes.
I was a salaried employee for a long time, and I used to work in teams with freelance entrepreneurs. And there were many times when my subordinates were actually earning more than me. Also, in a company with seniority-based pay, someone younger might be getting a higher salary. I worked hard through all that, but I'm definitely aware that I've struggled with money. Well, I feel like things have improved a bit over the last 10 years or so.
I'm sure. I can see that money is coming in for you. I can see you working hard on your own. It's just that, well, it's kind of like this.
I break even.
As much as you bring in, yeah. But well, it only goes out because it's coming in.
No, I'm not saving anything at all.
Well, it's not a bad star to be under.
Is that so? That's a relief. So, around age 35 then. It might not be exactly at 35, but that's generally when some kind of turning point often occurs.
So, I think there are times when you feel like you're not being yourself, or that you have so much more talent, but your environment just won't allow it. But, your life is still ahead of you.
I see. So if you change your environment, your acquired luck will,
I believe so.
Get a power-up.
That definitely happens. I don't think changing jobs is bad.
Yeah.
I was already changing jobs back when people said it meant you had no talent or were just fickle.
I see. Things have changed quite a bit lately, though.
That is true.
In the past, you'd stay at one company.
In the past, everyone was a company employee. Working for a company was just normal.
That's right. Actually, I hear it's wild lately. Like, new hires quitting almost immediately.
Oh, really?
I actually find myself thinking they have great decisiveness.
That's amazing.
Right? I wonder how they can tell in just a week, though. But it seems some people just quit the moment they feel it's not right.
They're quick to decide. That's very decisive. I don't think you can know anything in a week, though.
I heard some quit in 3 days.
You need to experience some hardship.
That might be our old school show era thinking, though. A bit outdated now.
I see. But still, if you feel it's truly hopeless, I think.
Yeah.
Well, even when you're there and struggling, you're surely learning something, right?
That's true. I strongly feel that those experiences were necessary for me, too. But if there are people out there wondering if things will always be this way...
That's not the case.
Yeah, I'd tell them it's not like that. Right.
I think you'll be happier walking a path that's true to yourself.
I see. Innate traits, but I feel like the influence from your parents is something you can't easily escape.
You can't escape it.
So you really can't.
It's more like you're unable to, though maybe some people manage to. Looking at the stars, some people have broken free.
Oh, well.
But they're still carrying it.
I wonder if they're still carrying it. Maybe they are. Right. Well, I guess that trauma, so to speak, becomes a sort of block.
Well, but some people use that as a negative example to leap forward.
Well, that's true.
But at first, when you're a child, you have to look to your parents for guidance. You can't earn money after all.
Yeah,
And your sphere of action is limited. You can't live on your own when you're a child.
well, that's true.
So you rely on your parents.
That's right. You have no choice but to depend on them.
The influence from that time must be incredibly significant. That's probably why he called it the parental axis. I see. I thought it was an interesting concept.
And what about time axis?
The time axis is ultimately referring to acquired luck, isn't it? It's about how things change as time goes by.
I see.
So at first, your parents' influence is dominant. But as time passes, you're able to live more as yourself. But still, your parents' various ways of thinking must have an impact.
They definitely do. Even for married people, the kind of relationship their parents had affects many of them. That's true. That's very true. Many people forget that as well.
Isn't that usually the case?
It's the same with money.
That's true. Yeah, like money is dirty. Back in the Showa era, I think talking about money was seen as something of a taboo.
Like, don't waste money and such. Right. I was raised being told that too. But even that can change with acquired luck.
That's right. Exactly.
And Zi Wei Dou Shu can provide advice on those kinds of things.
Yeah. Oh, I think everyone will find it really interesting to try this out. Because you can see yourself objectively.
Yeah, true. I'm thinking I might try learning it too.
Please do.
I see, okay?
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Zi Wei Dou Shu application deadline?
We're open through January.
Still recruiting?
Still, yeah, because it's February 14th and 15th, but it might be full already.
I see. So for those watching, maybe there are still spots available.
Right.
Yes, please, along with me.
Let's learn, yes.
Yes.